Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to the 21st episode of the 300 Most Common Words of the Quran series. We are on words 100 to 91, which means we're on the last third. Don't forget to read along with me and to repeat the word 3 times when I finish with it. The first word is akhraja, which means drove out or brought forth, coming from the root word of kharaja, which means to bring out, to expel, to extract, or to remove. Similar words include khuruj, which means exiting or driving out, yukhrij, which means he exits or drives out, or kharij, which means outside or has exited. يا بني آدم لا يفتننكم الشيطان كما أخرج أبويكم من الجنة ينزع عنهما لباسهما ليريهما سوآتهما. Children of Adam, let not Satan deceive you in the manner he has deceived your parents out of paradise, pulling off from them their clothing to reveal to them their shame. Here, أخرج refers to push out. فأخرج لهم عجلا جسدا له خوار فقالوا هذا إلهكم وإله موسى فنسيه. And brought out from there, from the molten gold, the effigy of a calf that loud. The people cried out, this is your deity and the deity of Musa, whom Musa has forgotten. Here, فأخرج refers to and brought out. وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها. And the earth discharges its burdens. Here, وأخرجت refers to discharges. أخرج, drove out, brought forth. أخرج, drove out, brought forth. أخرج, drove out, brought forth. The next word is alim, which means all-knowing, coming from the root word of alima, which means to know. Similar words are allama, which means he taught, ilm, which means knowledge, ya'lam, which means he knows, and u'allim, which means I teach. إن الله كان عليما حكيما. And Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Here, alima refers to all-knowing. وجاءت سيارة فأرسلوا واردهم فأدلى دلوه قال يا بشرى هذا غلام وأسروه بضاعة والله عليم بما يعملون. And there came a company of travellers. Then they sent their water drawer, and he let down his bucket. He said, good news, here is a boy. And they concealed him, taking him as merchandise. And Allah was knowing of what they did. Here, alim refers to knowing. يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وهو عليم بذات الصدور. He causes the night to enter the day and causes the day to enter the night, and he is knowing of that within the chests. Here, alim refers to is knowing. Alim, all-knowing. Alim, all-knowing. Alim, all-knowing. The next word is illa, which means except. يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. They think to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they deceive not except themselves and perceive it not. Here, إلا refers to except. وقالوا إن هي إلا حياتنا الدنيا وما نحن بمبعوثين. And they say there is none but our worldly life, and we will not be resurrected. Here, إلا refers to but. إن توليتم فما سألتكم من أجر إن أجري إلا على الله وأمرت أن أكون من المسلمين. And if you turn away from my advice, then no payment have I asked of you. My reward is only from Allah, and I have been commanded to be of the Muslims. Here, إلا refers to is only. إلا, except. إلا, except. إلا, except. The next word is لن, which means will not or never. وقالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودة قل أتخذتم عند الله عهدا فلن يخلف الله عهده أم تقولون على الله ما لا تعلمون. Some of the Jews claim the fire will not touch us except for a number of days. Say, O Prophet, have you taken a pledge from Allah? For Allah never breaks his word. Or are you just saying about Allah what you do not know? Here, لن refers to will not. مذبذبين بين ذلك لا إله هؤلاء ولا إله هؤلاء ومن يضلل الله فلن تجد له سبيلا. Wavering between them, belonging neither to the believers nor to the disbelievers, and whoever Allah leads astray, never will you find for him a way. Here, فلن refers to never. قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. Say, never will we be struck except by what Allah has decreed for us. He is our protector, and upon Allah let the believers rely. Here, لن refers to never. Len will not or never. Len will not or never. Len will not or never. The next word is azim, which means great, coming from the root of azama, which means greatness. Similar words include a'zam, which means the greatest. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Allah has set a seal upon their hearts and upon their hearing, and over their vision is a veil, and for them is a great punishment. Here, azim refers to great. ومن يفعل ذلك ابتغاء مرضات الله فسوف نؤتيه أجرا عظيما. Whoever does that, seeking means to the approval of Allah, then we are going to give him a great reward. Here, عظيما refers to great. فاختلف الأحزاب من بينهم فويل للذين كفروا من مشهد يوم عظيم. Then the factions differed concerning Isa from among them. So woe to those who disbelieved from the scene of a tremendous day. Here, عظيم refers to tremendous. عظيم, great. عظيم, great. عظيم, great. The next word is ilm, which means knowledge, coming from the root of alima, which means to know. Similar words are alim, which is a knowledgeable person or scholar, alam, which means I know, or more knowledgeable, alim, which is all-knowing, or ya'lam, which means he knows. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون. O you who have believed, respond to Allah and to the Messenger when He calls you to that which gives you life, and know that Allah intervenes between a man and his heart, and that to Him you will be gathered. Here, وَعْلَمُوا refers to and know. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَيَتَّبِعُ كُلَّ شَيْطَانٍ مَرِيدٍ. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge and follows every rebellious devil. Here, ilm refers to knowledge. أَوَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُمْ آيَةٌ أَن يَعْلَمَهُ عُلَمَاءُ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. And has it not been a sign to them that it is recognized by the scholars of the children of Israel? Here, ulama refers to scholars, as in the plural of alim, which is ulama. Ilm, knowledge. Ilm, knowledge. Ilm, knowledge. The next word is zalim, which means oppressor or wrongdoer or unjust, coming from the root word of zalama, which means to oppress or to cast darkness. Similar words are zulm, which is oppression, or dhulumat, which is darkness. وَدَخَلَ جَنَّتَهُ وَهُوَ ظَالِمٌ لِنَفْسِهِ قَالَ مَا أَظُنُّ أَن تَبِيدَ هَذِهِ أَبَدًا. Then he entered his vineyard and said, wronging himself, surely I do not believe that all this will ever perish. Here, zalim refers to wronging. وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. A day when the wrongdoer will bite his hand, saying, would that I had stood by the messenger. May Allah not make us of those people. Here, الظالم refers to the wrongdoer. يُدْخِلُ مَن يَشَاءُ فِي رَحْمَتِهِ وَالظَّالِمِينَ أَعَدَّ لَهُمْ عَذَابًا أَلِيمًا. He admits to His mercy whomsoever He pleases. As for the wrongdoers, He has prepared for them a grievous chastisement. Here, وَالظَّالِمِينَ refers to the wrongdoers. Zalim, oppressor or wrongdoer. Zalim, oppressor or wrongdoer. Zalim, oppressor or wrongdoer. The third last word is ajr, which means reward or payment, coming from the root of the same word, which means reward, recompense, or payment. Similar words are ujurahum, which means their rewards. أولئك جزاؤهم مغفرة من ربهم وجنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ونعم أجر العاملين. Those their reward is forgiveness from their Lord, and gardens beneath which rivers flow in paradise, wherein they will abide eternally, and excellent is the reward of the righteous workers. May Allah make us of those people. Here, the word ajr refers to reward. وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم. Allah has promised those who believe and do righteous deeds forgiveness from sins and a great reward. Here, وأجر refers to and a reward. ووهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب وجعلنا في ذريته النبوة والكتاب وآتيناه أجره في الدنيا. And we bestowed upon him offspring like Ishaq and Yaqub, and bestowed prophethood and the book on his descendants and granted him his reward in this world. Here, ajrahu refers to his reward. Ajr, reward or payment. Ajr, reward or payment. ajr, reward or payment. The second last word is wajada, which means found, coming from the root of the same word, which means to find. Similar words include wujud, which means finding, tajid, which means you find, and ajid, which means I find. فتقبلها ربها بقبول حسن وأنبتها نباتا حسنا وكفلها زكريا كلما دخل عليها زكريا المحراب وجد عندها رزقا. So her Lord accepted her graciously and blessed her with a pleasant upbringing, entrusting her to the care of Zechariah. Whenever Zechariah visited her in the sanctuary, he found her supplied with provisions. Here, wajada refers to found. حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا. Until when he reached a pass between the two mountains, he found besides them a people who could hardly understand his speech. Here, wajada refers to he found. قالوا بل وجدنا آباءنا كذلك يفعلون. They said, but we found our fathers doing thus. Here, wajadna refers to we found. Wajada, found. Wajada, found. Wajada, found. And the final word for today is sa'ala, which means asked, coming from the root of the same word, which means to ask or request. Similar words include fas'al, which means ask, sa'alu, which means they asked, and su'al, which means a question. أم تريدون أن تسألوا رسولكم كما سئل موسى من قبل ومن يتبدل الكفر بالإيمان فقد ضل سواء السبيل. Or do you intend to ask your messenger as Musa was asked before, and whoever exchanges faith for disbelief has certainly strayed from the soundness of the way. Here it's used twice. تسألوا refers to ask, and سئل refers to was asked. وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب. And when my servants ask you, O Muhammad, concerning me, indeed I am near. Here سألك refers to they ask you. وما أرسلنا من قبلك إلا رجالا نوحي إليهم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون. O Muhammad, whenever we raised any messengers before you, they were no other than human beings, except that to them we send revelation. So ask those who possess knowledge if you do not know. Here, فاسألوا refers to so ask as a command. So to recap, أخرج drove out or brought forth, عليم all-knowing, إلا except, لن will not or never, عظيم great, علم knowledge, ظالم oppressor, wrongdoer or unjust, أجر reward or payment, وجد found, and سأل asked. That is it for today's lesson. Make sure to go through one of these sets. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.